What's good? James Souza. What's good, man? How you feeling this morning? Somali Pirate, what's good? What's good? Blank 90. What's going on this morning, man? Yeah, hit the like button on the way in. That would be greatly appreciated. Harold James, good morning, sir. Good morning, King of the World. King of your world. Darnell Kirkland, what's good, man? Patrick, what's happening with you this morning? Real Talk 90, we're back at it. What's good? Gonna talk some craziness this morning, man. Jermel Charlo and Guillermo Rigondeaux, man, popped back up, looking like he's coming back. Ray Zone 718, good morning. King, what's good? Lowland Profits, what's good, man? Eddie Ed Fanon, what's good? Straight from Brooklyn. Lomo fans are in the building. That's what's up. The Body Snatcher, Boxing and MMA, what's good? I'm chilling, man. Oh, Greg Wyatt. Yeah, good morning to you, man. Good morning. Adiri A said, what's up, Fanon? Recent fan really loved the channel. Oh man, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it, man. You know, we try to show up here every morning unless something happens. I tried to do 7 o'clock this morning, was running a little bit late. But hey, I'm happy that you're here. And we can talk this boxing. Yeah, guys, hit the like button on the way in. That'd be appreciated, man. Or the dislike if that's how you feel. Jermell has anger issues. Darnell Kirkland. Hey, you know, I found something out that was interesting. But yes, clearly, Jermel Charlo gets angry. No doubt about it. Oh, Eddie Ed, love the chat room as well. That's good, man. I'm cool. Yeah, man. I did a little research on the girl though, man. So it's funny, man. If he could wind up being a little bit of trouble, but I wouldn't be surprised if that girl, pulled a couple. He don't seem like he's the hardest cat in the world to send off, But yeah, man. It doesn't look. I mean, shoot, it's a grand jury. The thing is, it's a grand jury indictment. So, I mean, anything can happen. And like they say, you can indict a ham sandwich. Yeah, it's two sides to the story for sure. Here, this is why I say there's two sides to the story. Now, this is me putting on my tinfoil hat, right? The girl that his girlfriend said poo caca diarrhea. Salute, man. Salute. I don't know what that is, Mike Jones. You got to get timed out for that. Let's not do that, man. Chilla. Hey, what's going on, King Herc, man? Mega Herc. Chilling, man. We're just getting to it. But yeah, there's two sides to the story, man. There always is. First of all, it's a grand jury indictment, which means that all they did have is basically enough evidence to prove that it should go to court. What's going on, Dalton Judge? It doesn't mean it's not just because you get indicted doesn't mean that you're going to be that you're responsible for it. And the second thing is that the chick's a psychology major, man. I never trust psychology majors. She's in school to be a clinical psychologist. I'm like, okay, you're in school to be see, that's just me. I'm telling you, this is my tinfoil. This is 100% crazy theory, right? Because I don't know the girl from Adam. Never met Jermel Charlo. But somebody that is a clinical psychologist deals with helping people deal with their emotions in large part, at least the studying, recognizing their emotions, helping them work themselves through it. What would prevent somebody that would clearly know what would set this dude off from doing stuff just to set him up? Oh, for now, a lot of domestic charges are bullshit. Oh yeah, there's a lot of all kind of charges that are. So I mean, I can't say that I know that it is. But I just know that this dude is, hey man, if I wanted to get Jermel Charlo to punch me, I don't think it'd be too hard. That's what I put it. And if you got somebody who's a trained psychologist who wants to set him up, she would know how to do it. She could figure it out if she wanted to. So, it is, but I'm saying, like I said, it's a good way. What's going on? I think I said what's up, Junior the Truth. What's good, man? Yeah, so who knows? And that's why, like, I almost did a video on it, but I was like, I'm not going to do this video on this because you don't know what happened, man. And it's shame. Like, the thing is right now that people get stained with that just off the accusations, but she filed a restraining order against the guy. So, you know, she crossed her I's, she dotted her I's and crossed her T's on this, you know. A female can't just suck your life up with a fake charge. Yes, they can. Oh, yeah, they can, David Wilson. I mean, they can, Somali pirate. If you in the public eye and you get fired just for the accusation, yeah, you can. Yeah, David Wilson, he might have a touch of it, but it also might be some, you know, that's why I say you just gotta let that thing play itself out, man. For that, you gotta let it play, you gotta let it play out. You know, but you know, hopefully the young lady didn't get really hurt. But it didn't sound like she got hurt. It sounded like he said that she cut off her breathing or something for a second, like might have grabbed her throat. And it's like, why would he grab her throat and her nose and mouth? Like she's trying to suffocate the chick. And so it's funny. But there's a lot of different places just in that. There's a lot of different places to be throwing her around at. But from a fence to a floor to the yard, I mean, to a wall, to the fence, to the floor. I don't know, man. But we'll see. And hopefully she's okay. And hopefully, you know, if it's something that he really did, it's something he learns from. If it's something that he didn't do, hopefully it's something that he doesn't get, you know, that gets shown in court. And, you know, he's got enough money to pay a good lawyer, somebody that can really go through the facts and all that. MP4 said Jermell has some serious anger issues prior to this. Yeah, he does. Ain't no doubt about that, man. MP4 is, I'm watching videos. I know the dude got an anger issue. Because he's just walking around hotel rooms going, I mean, he's walking around the hotel looking like he wanted to fight everybody up. Real Economics said he beat her up for picking Andre to beat him. Oh, man, that would be foul, wouldn't it? Judge Dalton, females can't mess your life up with a false accusation. What the F? Well, there is this one guy who plays running back for the Cowboys. Oh, yeah, they'll do it, dude. You kidding me? Look, women will ruin your life on a baby that ain't yours. You find out when the baby's 19 that it wasn't never your kid. Women are not saints, man. However, when a dude's got a reputation for beating up, I'm not gonna lie, I believe Floyd. When they said that about Floyd, I was right off the cuff. I believed it because I had already heard from other people that he had a habit of doing that. I mean, it was like, you know, it was well known that Floyd Mayweather had no problem slapping a woman. You know, he seems like that type of controlling little dude, man. And he's a little dude too. No offense to the little dudes out there, but little dudes, you know, y'all get that little Napoleonic complex. You know, some of them little dudes get that Napoleonic stuff going on, man. But I believe that about Floyd. This guy is easy to make a case against him because he flies off the handle. He said, oh, DNA tests. Hey, yeah. Hey, man. Louise, I could tell you somebody I knew had a baby. They didn't find out that I think the girl was 30, something like that when the mama told them. Nah, that's the daddy over there. Had somebody else stuck up for years. Stuck up and knew it the whole time. It was crazy. Floyd has a Napoleon complex. Yep. I mean, he seems like he does. He's very controlling little dude. It's hard to be a little dude, man. Wet farts. It's funny. Floyd said that the Gotti fight, that the women was breaking all this shit. Sometimes they be doing that shit. Yeah, man, but you can't slap them, dude. Yeah, you can't. I mean, if they're breaking all your shit, it's a woman. You can't hit them. That's just what it is, man. Some just called, you know, de facto, dog. You can't, on his face, dude, you can't do it. If they not hitting you, you can't do it. That's the way that hey, man, you want to be safe? If they're not hitting you, you can't do it. If they're not hitting you, you can't do it. Females making niggas raise another nigga's kid is straight evil. Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, this one didn't actually make him raise him because the dude was never around anyway, never did anything anyway. That one was more just they had a father and a father would have loved to have known. But it's more like it's kind of the reverse. It was more like stealing a child from the dude, because it's like the dude never knew it was his daughter. For years, never knew he had a kid. And then when he found out, got in the kid's life and they got a relationship. Then they immediately had a relationship. It's like the kid no longer had a deadbeat dad, but had a dad that really cared, but missed out on the entire life with him. It's a really sad story. Really sad, really sad, really sad. Almighty Law 703. What should be the repercussions for shit like that? Tell me I got a kid and the kid ain't mine. I mean, hey, man. I don't think there should. I don't know what kind of repercussion there should be. If you weren't paying anything or doing anything, nothing. You know? If so, hey, man, I don't know. That's tough. That's why I got all my kids in my house. That's why I know I didn't get nobody pregnant. So I got my kids in my house with me. What's it called when a big man becomes aggressive? Oh, I don't know, man. Just a badass, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know, because that's funny, man. I don't know, man. And it's funny, dude. I don't really ever see a lot of it's called football. That's what it's called. A freaking football player. When I was younger, I kicked out of my apartment for 2 days because a chick caught me creeping, and she said she was mad, called the police, made me leave a chick, not even on my lease. It's a woman's world. Yeah, they're gonna believe her first. They're gonna believe her first. Especially if you're a black dude, they're definitely gonna believe her first. All she got to do is cry. You're the bigger danger, because presumably you're the bigger, stronger guy. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But Jermel Charlo, yeah, both Charles have a temperament for someone I could see choking abroad. Jermel fuse short as hell, judging by the videos. Yeah, very short fuse. That's why I'm saying, though, there's the other side of that, though. There's the other side of it. The fact that you are a clinical psychologist, that you're a major. She just graduated from school with a degree in psychology. She's trying to become a clinical psychologist. The fact that that this dude can be triggered. If she wanted to, she could trigger the dude off. But still, even if she triggered him off and he did that, still, it's still on him. James Sousa said Jermel has calmed down a lot. Yeah, D-Dab said, especially she's white. Yeah, I never even did that, man. When I was growing up, that was still highly taboo, and I was like, man, I'm not even messing with it, man. Fortunate for me, I like black women, so I didn't have to worry about all that. Yeah, I like Latinas too, so we can roll. James Sousa, Jermel's calmed down a lot. Yep. Oh, one Ray Rizzo says they're called imposing. What's good, Miss Boxing Fanatic? How are you? K Black Boxing. I'm K Black, and I'm back in the building. I'm at work right now, trying to stack up to the ceiling. Hey, got to do the work. So yeah. Oh, Jermel. Jermel. MP4 Fizz. Jermel is more controlled. He takes his brother. It takes his brother for him to get fired up. He's not of many words. So he doesn't talk a lot. Oh, that can make sense about why when he was in the hallway with Danny Jacobs that he really didn't say too much. Yeah, but the little one, the Jermel, yeah, that dude is real froggy, man. Real froggy. I could see him do it. I could also see her pushing his buttons to make him do it, but doesn't matter once you do it because you ain't supposed to be doing it. So hopefully it just didn't happen. And but if it did, hey man, let them cold bars hit you. Will the good Lord split you? Rod Sportsman Lee says, so a huge man who gets tough, bully, or stands up for himself is a bad dude. I mean bad as in like tough dude, strong. I don't mean bad like in you're not a good person. I mean bad in like the 1980s, 90s phrase of bad, like, oh, he's somebody to be worried about. Yeah. And so yeah, if a huge man gets tough and tries to stand up for himself, and you're like, God dog, this dude is, like, I'm a bad man. That's what I mean by that, man. I don't mean that the guy's like, because you're big doesn't mean you don't have the right to defend yourself. It just so happens to be that most guys that are really big don't have to, because people aren't going to mess with them for the most part. Wet farts usually are too difficult to deal with, but Latina girls are better to manage and handle. Hey man, I can't speak on the first one, man. I always stayed away. A little guy has a complex, dude. It's something called. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. It's something called the Napoleonic complex. I'm not making it up. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do, man. I'm not going to apologize for there's something being the Napoleonic complex. That's what it is. It's something with. I didn't make it up. It's you got a little short dude who acts tough, who's always been picked on because he's been short. So he's a little quicker to fly off the handle, and he tries to stand up for himself. I've talked to little dudes that said that. He's like, look, I'm a little dude, man. Everybody thinks they can beat me. So I got to let them know right off the cuff I ain't the one. You know? I'm not the one making that up. And I'm not going to defend it. I'm not a little guy. So I've never experienced. I've met a lot of little cocky little dudes, you know? Somali pirate, yep. Some women deserve to be slapped around, but you can't, period. Yeah, you can't hit a woman unless somebody hits you, unless they hit you. That's the way I was raised. I wouldn't touch them. I'm not touching them unless they touch me. And even if they touch you, you touch them to the extent that you got to do to stop them, and then you just move on with it. Same thing with a dude. If you in an altercation with a guy, same thing, man. I'm not touching anybody unless they touch me, or they act like I'm not going to let them touch me. As soon as you act like you want to touch me, then it's on. But if you're not acting like you want to touch me, you just talking, man. As long that's nothing but bad breath. Ain't nothing but bad breath in the wind. Oh, Patrick Finisher said, even if he's not a psych major, they know how to get under your school. I'm sure each and every one of us here of a white girlfriend knows how to get us mad. We just don't put it. Yeah, that's true. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. Yep, there you go. MP forfeits, you fire back when fired upon, dude. Yeah, other than that, man, you don't put your hands on people. You know? Big guys, ask big guys who challenged them first. The big guy's a little guy. The complex is real. Yeah, man, it's not my complex, too. So I'm not the one making that up. You can Google Napoleonic complex. Almighty Law said every woman is a psych major. Yeah, it's funny. Jermel tripping. If he did it, he is. She got a restraining order on his ass, though. So, man, said I will wait to make my judgment on Charlo. I'll not electronically lynch him. Yeah, it's pretty much where I am on that. If that's where you're going, yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. I'm like, look, man, hopefully it didn't happen. Hopefully it didn't happen. Hopefully it's something where she didn't get hurt and it doesn't, and he didn't lose his head and all gets, comes out in the wash. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want the dude to go down, and I don't know what happened. And I'll be flat out. I don't know to believe him any more than I don't know who she is. I know who she is, but I don't know her, and I don't know him. My only point is that it's easy to make an argument and make it believable for Jermell because he's so froggy. Yes, Harold Tatum said we got some good fights this weekend. What's your pick? All right, I got Dillian White by robbery. I've got Mikey Garcia by unanimous decision. Oh, who's the girl? I can't remember what her name is, man. And I don't want to put it on the video because she's not somebody who's out in the public. But she's a girl who went to Texas A&M. She's like maybe 24 years old. Went to excuse me, yeah, Prairie View A&M. Psychology major, working in the Houston area. I did my little bit of research on her name. If you want to know who she is, I think they put the name in ESPN. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, by robbery. Yeah, that's who I got. I got it by robbery. I got Dillian White by robbery. I don't trust anything about them. Nah, she's a black girl. Texas A&M is a black school. What's her IG? It's her name. It's her name. But you really would get more information off of her LinkedIn. It's in an ESPN article. I honestly, man, I don't remember her name. Yeah, I don't remember her name. Good morning, Underrated Darkness. What's good, my man? Looking forward to seeing Ortiz as well. Oh yeah. I forgot about it. Let me go to Blood Boxing's spreadsheet this morning, man. Let's do this. So yeah, let's squash the conversation about my man Jermel, because honestly, man, I just don't want. I would like that not to be true, but I thought it would be bad not to discuss it because I like Jermel Charlo. I favor him at 154 pounds over everybody, and I had some Jared Hurd fans emailing me. One of my favorite Jared Hurd fans emailing me, asking me, why I'm supporting somebody that would do that. I'm like, man, I support the boxer. I don't know if he did it. Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter, Joseph Parker, Dillian White. Click for more details. I think. Oh yeah, the chorus. Oh yeah, Lewis, the real King Kong Ortiz versus Robin Kojanyu, whose name I'm killing. What's the third fight? Oh, Mario Barrios taking on Jose Roman in a 10-round showdown. Yes, sir. That's what we talking about, man. That's what we talking about. It's gonna be on and popping this week, and this is gonna be my last weekend in Kansas City. Just about to get this house approved today, and we'll be packing my stuff up, and heading out to Texas. Hopefully, I'll be able to settle quick. One way Renzo said, Fanon, I appreciate the news in a way I know isn't biased. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna do that to that dude, man, because I'm not gonna do Jermel Charlo like that. Because it's real easy to say the dude did it just because he is how he is. It's just real easy to do that. Oh man, Rob, yeah, I'm renting the house now. We about to buy a house when we know for sure we're gonna stay there for some years. I might get into doing some property, man, flipping some houses and doing stuff like that, but South Texas or North? South Texas, Austin, Texas, south side of Austin, Texas. MP4 is serious black women and Latina girls are truth wife material, easier to deal with. Hey man, I'm not just having any drama in my life, man. I like black women. The thing I like about black women is you can get black women in any way, shape, or form you like. You ain't got to go nowhere. You want a pale one? There's a pale one out there for you. You like a dark one? There's a lot of dark chocolate, beautiful ones for you. You like brown ones? There's brown ones. You like ones with blue eyes? They got blue eyes. We got black, brown eyes. We got thin. We got big. You got everything you like. Everything you like. If you want an afro, you got it. You want straight hair, you got it. There's nothing you cannot get from black women. So I have no need to go anywhere else. That was always my logic. It's like, I ain't got to go nowhere. I don't ever have to leave black. I don't never have to date black women. All you got to do is look far enough. You'll find a black girl that you walk by, you'll walk through a mall with, and everybody thinks she's white, but she's not. Right? So you're still with a black girl. You got a black girl that she can walk through, and she's just, like crystal. Looks like a beautiful piece of onyx. That works too, dog. I'm saying, you know what I mean? So that's why I never found a need to do it. I'm good. I'm straight. That's right. Chocolate, Fanon, chocolate everywhere. Yep. Hey, man, thanks, King West. I care less, like whatever, you're cool, I'm cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's worked. I mean, everybody got to do their own thing. What's good, buddy? Greetings from NYC. What's up? Fanon's Boxing Nation in the AM. Def my favorite show. Man, thank you, man. Glad you're showing up. We talking this morning. Yeah, but Rob Lee Sports, man. No, I don't mean to insult big dudes, man. I know you guys got the right to stand up for yourself and all the ability to do so. I do not like tussling with big dudes. So, Ms. Boxing Fanatic. Real economics. Yeah, that's a very good point about that. Oh, Joey Cologne said DC sisters are on point. Yeah, like up east, they're good people, man. Say for nine, what do you think about these dudes wearing purses and saggy jeans? I think that they are effeminized. I think that they're effeminized, and I wouldn't do it. But in other areas of life, other than their purses and their saggy jeans, they might be good. They might be nice guys. But I'm not into that. I'll be visiting hometown New York in a few weeks. That's what's up. Do Lil Floyd have a collection, a girl collection? I'm not sure. St. Cruising with Fanon, I always expect some serious wisdom. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, St. Cruising. Bomani, DC women are some of the baddest sisters on the country. Yep, they are. Yep, no doubt about it. What did Charlo do, Fanon? He's accused. I don't know what he's done, man. I don't know if he did it or not, but a girl accused him of battery. And they called it domestic battery because it was her girl. It was his girlfriend, which I don't get, because honestly, I just think that one charge is enough. But they want to slap it on. They want to slap more onto it because it's happened in a house. I don't understand that, man. I think that if you're guilty of something, if there's already a law on the books, then that law is enough. If somebody doesn't like black people and they kill a black person, I think it should just be murder. That's what they did, and that's enough. There's a charge already on the book for it. You just got to enforce it. You just have to enforce it, because nobody should be doing that for whatever reason. And same thing with battery. If you battered, it doesn't matter where you battered them, what your relationship was with them. Think you should get the same punishment because that's what you did, and you don't have to stick any extra stuff on top of it. But anyway, that's what they say, man. Oh, Ethiopian girls from DC be fronting no Bomani. Oh, Joey Colin, you just got to get Ethiopian girls in DC away from any other Ethiopian people. You straight on Ethiopian girls in DC. You just can't be there just can't be an Ethiopian man anywhere around you. The person to be tripping are the Ethiopian dudes. Their brothers and their fathers. That's the problem with them. The girls themselves are cool. You just got to get them away from their brothers and their fathers. I love all women, black, white, pimp, but no matter what the creed up down there, all the same, breaking pain in the asses who like to push men's buttons. Yeah, that's what's up. I hope this isn't true about Jermell. Yeah, I hope it's not true as well. That's the best you can do, is hope it's not well and not judge the cat before something like that comes out. If it was he slapped some dude in the mouth, I'd be like, hey, he probably slapped that dude in the mouth. Stay out of that situation. I might skip to the end on that. I'm not gonna skip to the end on this, because that says something a lot about a man's character if he gonna rough up a woman like that. And I know there are dudes that'll do it that don't have any qualms doing it. I know dudes who would brag about it. Patrick, his brother says, his brother says it's not true. That's cool. His lawyer saying it's not true too. He's like, the facts will bear out. That didn't happen. If you got witnesses there and people are saying, nah, we saw what happened, that ain't what happened. She chased him around, slapping him. He put his hands out and pushed her away. He didn't choke her. He just kept her off of him because she was going bananas. That shit can happen too. There's all kind of different things that could happen, but that's why I say you got to go through the process. Joey Cologne said, you're a wise man. Man, I appreciate that. Wisdom comes through pain, man. That's how you get it. To the extent that I have it, you learn. And I knew I was in DC. As far as them Ethiopian women, they're cool. It's the brothers. Their brothers or uncles, boyfriend, or cousins, whoever's around them. Just get them away from them and you'll be cool. And only time you need to have them around another Ethiopian is if you want to marry him. Then I really like you. I want to marry you. You're going to say, yeah, well, look, you need to tell them that's what you're going to do. And jump all the way out there with it. Jermell got a chain piece made that says this bitch. Oh, man. Okay, Okay, One Ray Renzo says overpunished for what used to be overlooked as far as domestic violence and hate crime. The only thing that I got to say about that, man, is that look, that shit is to protect other people, man. that ain't neither one of those things really to hate black men. They got extra stuff on that for other people. You know, other people. It's funny how that stuff works, man. I do a little, one day I'll do something on that. What's going on, Akabin? Jamal got a target on his back. These chicks looking to get paid. This chick is going to be hard to make that argument. I wouldn't doubt that she would, but she's not. This isn't your typical, oh, I'm going to try to get paid chick. This is a girl with a profession, with a job, you know, going to graduate school. Not saying she couldn't be, but she's going to be a sympathetic witness. If she ain't got something like stuck in her background and she ain't got witnesses, she's going to be sympathetic. She'll be a sympathetic witness. Because that's not some chick. That's not some chick at a strip club. You know, she might have been a chick at a strip club, but, you know, most of her resume doesn't speak to that. You know, this is somebody that'll come off like your daughter. Underrated darkness. I understand that Fanon has a serious charge, and let's find out that it's not true. I hope it's not. Should be quite a few people show. I understand that Fanon, that's a serious charge, and let's find out that it's not true. That I hope it's not. It should be quite a few people show apologies, guys, because some people are already going in. Yeah, you don't know. Not about that, man. Not about that. Dennis Albert. Nah, Albert Dennis, nah. If they don't put your hands on them, they don't deserve it. They didn't put their hands on you. If somebody cheats on you, they might deserve you to go cheat on them or leave them. You know? I mean, the punishment got to fit the crime. If they didn't hit you, then what did they do? What did they do deserve to get beat up? You know? That's where I'm on. I mean, if they didn't hit you, what do they deserve to? Why would they deserve to get hit? Now, if they did it, if they trying to stab you or something, you got to do what you got to do. But other than that, man, that's the way that that's my personal opinion. But at the same time, we don't know what happened with the dude, so we can't really make a judgment on it. Because all we got is a sentence. All we got is one page of stuff that on a Dan Raphael report. And maybe if somebody gets the grand jury, whatever the documentation from the courts, we know that. But what if a girl hit me with a golf club when I was asleep? Is she still hitting you? If she's not still hitting you, no. You're not defending yourself. If she hits you with a golf club when you're asleep and you get up and she's trying to hit you again, yes. But if she hit you with one, you woke up, you just got a knot on your head. You're like, damn, what happened? And you see the golf club there and you go and get her. Nah, you're going to jail for that. I'm trying to say, if she calls the police, you're going to jail for that. Because that's not self-defense. That's battery. What you need to do is you need to call the police and say I was assaulted. But people won't necessarily do that. And she's betting you won't do that. That's what I would say. Said, not saying all, but some of these females be trying to frame us fellas. Happens all the time, especially when the law favors women most of the time. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Matter of fact, I believe that to be true. I know women have done that. I know women who have done that. But here's the thing, man. You have the right to self-defense, right? You can actually take somebody off the planet in self-defense. It's a heat of the moment. That's a defense. It's like I was defending myself. I was in the heat of the moment. But once that moment passes, then you're consciously making a decision to start a new incident. You know what I mean? That's just what that is. You keep your hands off of them. That's it. Got to keep your hands off of them. They can't keep. And there's ways you could clown. There's guys that got over on girls, but men typically don't do that because there's a type of issue with that. But you can. Do you see what Sheldon Williams did to Sheldon Williams? What's that basketball player? Sheldon Williams did to Candace Parker. Sheldon Williams made $12 million in his career. Went for a year and a half a time making less money than Candace Parker, divorced Candace Parker and sued her for alimony because he made less money. She had to give him $500,000 to get. He's like, all right, give him a one-time payment of, I think, $400,000. He got over on her. I mean, there's ways that you can get over on people, man. You know, but yeah, some women might do that or be more apt to do that because they can't beat you. What I'm saying is, don't touch. If somebody's not touching you, you can't touch them. That's just what it is. You know, there's no she deserved it. Who says she deserved it? Well, what happens if you think somebody else deserves it? You know, if you're not defending it, it's not up to you to decide whether or not she deserves a beating. You know, you don't get to be, you're not the judge. You know? Malik Omar said, I hope that's fake news about Charlo. It's not. I don't believe it is. It's not fake news that he's been charged. There's no news as to what actually happened. For now, the correct way to handle an inappropriate irate female is to walk away. You got to go, man. Absolutely. You got to go. You got to do just enough to get them up off you and get up out of there. Period. And I'll talk to you next month. He said, the law is the law. We got Judge Dredd in the building. Hey, I'm just telling you, man. There's ways that, you know, not condoning hitting a woman, but there's circumstances behind every situation. Yeah, there is. No doubt about it. But here's the thing. When somebody charges you with something, they're going to act. There's certain elements to that they have to prove to see if you violated the law, right? An unwanted touching. I'm really rusty on these, but battery is like an unwanted touching, right? Was it a domestic partner? Was it under the roof, somebody that lived with you? Yes, she lived with you. Was it an unwanted touching? Yes, there was an unwanted touching. Is there a defense to it? Was it self-defense? Was she trying to hit him? Did she have a kitchen knife in her hand? Right? Because he can have a defense for it. You got to go through all of that. But, you know, but sometimes women don't want to walk away. Even some men do. Hey, you guys got to walk away. If she's hitting you, though, you can do what you got to do to stop her from doing that. That's not a doubt. Now, women think they can just slap you and keep slapping you. No, they cannot. No, you cannot. That's being gentlemanly. If you decide just to grab her hands, push away, and you're not really hurting me. But if she's throwing blows at you, hey man, I was at risk. She was committing battery. That's an unwanted touching. So hey man, I had to do what I had to do to stop it. You know, that shit hurt. What if they attack you and you don't get a chance to leave? Then you can defend yourself. You can defend yourself. They don't have the right to hurt you because they're a woman. If they attack you, if they verbally attacking you and threatening you, you don't got a right to do anything. As long as if there's not a reasonable expectation on your part that you feel like they're going to cause you some harm. But as soon as they touch you, it can be on and popping until it's done. You know, some 102-pound girl slap you a couple times. You can grab her hands, push her away, but you can't, then proceed to, go in 12 rounds with her. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if you still go to jail, but you can still get off. It's a jacked up situation. And there's plenty of situations where people, get convicted for things that they don't do. I ain't gonna lie and say it's a just world. It's not. There's not a lot of fairness in the world. I'm just saying, hey, man, there's a way to mitigate your risk. There are people that went to jail for years, weren't even in town when something happened. They still went to jail for 30 years. That's the world you live in. You live in a world where you can do everything right, have done nothing wrong, and you can still wind up being punished for something you did not do. Yeah, Chris Brown took it too far, but he got hit first. If he got hit first, but then they're taking it too far, it's like at what point in time, was enough? And exactly, live live. The best way is to leave. Don't deal with it. And there's another thing. The first time somebody shows you the tendency to do that, you gotta be like, nah, I can't deal with this person. If at all possible. If she ain't the baby, if she didn't show it after you married and got 2 kids. Greg Wyatt, I've never allowed anyone who attempt to push my buttons a second time. I simply remove them from my. Yeah. And by the way, what's the name just got out? Alton Maddox, isn't Alton Maddox a lawyer? I'm familiar with the name. I don't know why Alton Maddox is not. Yeah, Alton Maddox is a lawyer. What about Alton Maddox? Ah, and by the way, Alton Maddox and I went to the same school. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he went to Howard. Yep, I'm familiar with Alton Maddox. Yep. Oh, he's disbarred in New York for what? For now, what happens when it's this girly dude getting more rights? Nah, man. Nah, Nolan Prophets is who did what. It shouldn't matter. Nah, but though, but that is funny. They hit Charlo with strangulation statue. If he put his hands on her throat, and he might have did it to push her off. But to him, if he did that, hey man, I don't know about that. It doesn't matter, male or female. It's not in there. It's not male, female, whatever. It's not in there. I mean, that as far as I know, there's no difference. Now you might tick off the judge, and the judge might try to, to the extent that there's prosecutorial discretion or judicial discretion involved in it, they might try to, give you a little something extra. Errol Tatum said, I got a feeling Mikey is sleeping on Easter. I hope E-Bunny doesn't get robbed in LA. Yeah, man, that's kind of where I am with that as well, man. Oh, man, I forgot to say thanks in the super chat, man. I was on a train of thought, man. My dude, forgive me, man. There's a cat that did a super chat earlier, and I really appreciate it, man. That really helps the channel out. Thank you so much. I forgot to say, I was in the middle of talking and I forgot to do it. I forgot to say thank you, and that's unacceptable. Please forgive me. I will go to when I see who did it. I should be able to actually. I'm going to take a second out here. I'm going to make sure I should be able to find who did it, and I want to say thank you. Hopefully, this will show it. Sports Guy 17, man. Much appreciation, man. I really do appreciate it in the super chat, man. Sports Guy 17. I hope you're subscribed to the channel too, man. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button. We got 156 people in the building. Please, there you go. That's Sports Guy right there. Yeah, please hit the bell. Hit the like button, man, or the dislike button. Either way, just let me know you're here, man. Find you a woman overseas from one of those islands. Don't worry about none of this shit. He said, please stop, dude. Yeah, man, I don't care about. I'm not giving a lot of thoughts to that, man. Said, I know Alton Maddox. Yeah, man, I know the name, man. I know he has something to do with like that Virginia Beach incident that went on. Let's hope it's self-defense for now because his hands are registered. Yeah, but he doesn't seem like he did. He didn't hit her though. If he didn't punch her, I don't even know if that really. I need to figure out whether that's true or not. 78 Sports TV in the house, man. What's good with you, sir? What's good? Easter has to fight tall. Yeah, for sure. And change angles. And not just keep coming straight down the middle. I think that's something with him as well. Bush Guy 17. He's gonna be all right. Yeah, I think he'll be all right. Yeah, but that's what he's accused of having done. Like I say, man, accused of having done. Until you know what happens, man. In this particular case, I say hold judgment until it goes all the way through. Because honestly, man, Ray Rice is, as much beef as Ray Rice got, dog, he shouldn't have thrown his hand, but he didn't knock that girl out. That railing, she fell and hit her head on that railing, and he didn't intend that. But so that went a lot further. He might have just, threw his hand out there without thinking about it. But when she fell, she hit her head on that railing. So it's just always better just not to be involved in that, man. You got Napoleon Armstrong up in here. What's good, man? Would love to hear your take. What's going on, Gene? Would love to hear your talk about this possible matchup. Mikey Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. Baby Tank too much. It's time for this boy to fight good competition. Oh, we baby Tank. Tank's not in his weight class, though. I mean, Gervonta Davis, and I don't know what Gervonta Davis is supposed to do more at 130 pounds. I mean, who's he supposed to fight at 135 pounds? I mean, at 130 pounds. I mean, he's won the IBF belt. He's won the WBA belt. He's a two-time world champion. Now he's not beat the best competition in the world, but I don't really know who's there for him to go against. It's not like he could have got a fight with Lomachenko for real, you know. But Mikey Garcia is too big on him, man. Just did a video on the subject. Young brothers got to be wise in choosing a mate. Too many thirsty little dudes out here. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, 78. Even in that situation, he chose. If that was his girlfriend, he chose wisely. Because she's a chick that was a college graduate. She's going to school to be a clinical psychologist. She wasn't some ratchet chick. You know, she's somebody that, you know, just from what I see. I mean, I don't know anything about her, but just like knowing what her profile is. I mean, guys, you know, other than the fact that she's a clinical psychologist or wants to be a clinical psychologist, which means she wants to play mind games for a living. I don't, you know, I'm like, but yeah, man, you definitely got to choose wisely. You definitely got to choose wisely. D Hodges, it sucks when you're a fighter. You're really suspect. Oh, hell yeah, she can still be a liar. Matter of fact, 78, that's what I'm saying. She can be, not only can she be a liar, she can also set his ass up more easily than somebody that's not educated in knowing how to do it. That's what she does. So like a psychologist, she can, if she did it like a psychological profile on him and said, you know, they'll figure out she can figure out just like all women can. That's what we talked earlier, just by being around you long enough, what your triggers are. But she should know what that dude triggers easily. And if she wanted to, she could get him without a doubt, you know? She could get him without a doubt. I was saying earlier, it's like I could probably get Jermel Charlo to hit me. I gotta go walk up there and say something stupid to him. That's like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson used to get all them fights because cats knew all he got to do is say something to him. Same thing with Charles Barkley when he threw those bodybuilders out the window. Like, God dog, man, Charles Barkley ain't got no business giving anybody any advice. Anyway, but yeah, man, I definitely see your point for sure. I haven't seen your point because I haven't seen the video, but I will watch the video. When some women get in their feelings, they try to hurt and destroy the guy they're dating. They're dating or broke up with. Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's say if she's a psych, she knows what to make him react. Exactly. She knows exactly what to do to make him react. And should know what to do not to tick him off. You know what I mean? Yeah, but she's trying to be a clinical psychologist. And if I was representing him, or if I would bet you that they'll go down that line of questioning with him. Did you antagonize him? But see, the thing is, even if you antagonized him, so you got to argue, number one, that the shit didn't happen. Right? You got to have to say it was self-defense. She was throwing punches at me, and I just put my hands out there trying to restrain her. That's what I think he's going to do. And honestly, man, like that little bit of evidence that came out, that seems like it's more conducive to that, because even if it's like it was all over the place. It was all over the place. Like it was on the floor, or on the wall, on the whatever, man. It's like maybe he's just trying to restrain her. But I wouldn't doubt. I mean, you know, we got to see what comes out, man. Sports Guy TV, what's good, man? He says, subscribe to you, 78 and the crew. You guys keep it real. This chat feels like 78's tale of a hustler. Got to keep a cool head, fellas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to 78 Sports TV and that great series that he does. I said he'll beat it. And he'll do, if he was a singer, he'd do a video about it after he beat it. Amoroso was educated. Also, let me get you straight. Educated thing, by the way. I'm not saying that makes anybody any different. It doesn't change your personality. It doesn't change your personality at all. There was chicks in law that were undergrad. Now, yeah, man. As a matter of fact, them law school chicks are dirtier than dirty. Them chicks be dirty. And they know what they're doing. I'm just saying is just throwing it out there, you know. I'm just saying, you know, it don't make you any different. It just gives you a couple little extra tools to use. And you know how to be a sympathetic witness. You know, she'll come in there with her glasses. You know, she'll come with her glasses on and her hair up in a bun with her with her suit, you know, with her business suit with floral prints. You know, she'll do the whole thing. You're not gonna see that she got tattoos up the side of her back and down her leg because that'll be covered up. You're not gonna know, not gonna know that the chick is, told her friend she about to get power. This nigga ain't leaving me. I'm about to get that, you never know. Scorn women, no matter how educated or downright dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And don't get me, I'm a big proponent of that. Don't get me mixed up. I'm not saying that makes somebody better than somebody. It just gives you the ability. Because look at all these people. Those are college educated women stealing people, working in there, stealing people's pension plans on Wall Street. They up there doing the same thing. Old elderly. Oh yeah, exactly. Come up in the old elderly school teacher blouse, looking like, hey, Jermel Charlo to be turned up, but do be turned up. But I wish him all the best. Hopefully not true. Yeah, absolutely. My hope for it is that they, she refuses to press charges, refuses to testify or something like that. CB Sports TV was good, man. How you feeling? Hopefully that'll happen. Just make it go away. I don't see Rigondeaux fight again, sore loser that he is. He said he was. Here's an interview. There's out there now. He said that he's coming back. Excuse me. Rigondeaux said he's coming back. He said one fight shouldn't, one loss ain't gonna define his career. And the dude was too big for him. He said, hey, the dude was too big for him. I got some stuff planned. I'm coming back. So why not, man? Why not? Durant came back. He'll be chastised a lot. Have you continued the workout you did with Errol Spence power trainer for yourself? I didn't do that. That's Black Fight Fan TV, Gene Do. That's not me. That's Black Fight Fan TV, who should be coming on next with he said he lied saying Lomo rehydrated to 160. That's not a lie. That's what he's feeling that he did. It might be an exaggeration. I don't think that's a lie. That's intentionally misleading. He would have to know what the guy rehydrated to and lie about it. But he could be exaggerating without a doubt. He's saying he weighed in at 124, right? That he weighed in at 124. I think he weighed in closer to 128. So, there's some exaggeration going on there. Could be, yeah, it sounds like exaggeration. That doesn't sound like a lie to me. D. Hodges said, I had one violent girl in my life. I let her alone. She told her father I hit her, and I had 2 fights with him. I didn't hit her. I won the fight, though. Yeah, man. Chicks will do that, man. Fanon, his new ring name will be Jermell. That's funny. I hope he beats he and his bros are 2 of my favorite. He and his brother, he and his bro are 2 of my favorite fighters. And that Killer Spence is my other Texas boy. Yeah, man. Harold Tatum said Rigondeaux and Gary Russell Jr. 126. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll see what happens with him, man. I wish him the best, man. We'll see as that goes on. I'm glad to see that he's going to come back. He'll get his hands on another belt. Maybe he'll fight the guy at, if he's still at 122, he'll fight the other guy at 122. Prince O'Meal Hawkins from Zamunda said, good relationships come with bruises. Hey, man, I don't know. Hey, I was just really, really raised in a way where I had a lot of sisters, and my sis used to fight my sisters. So I was practice at it because my sisters were violent. My older sister was real violent because she was like 2 years older than me. So it was like fights all the time, man. So I, with her, went up till I was like 13, and then I just dumped her in a sink one time, and that was it. She never tried anything again. But so just for me, I know that chicks will try to do you like that, especially if they think that you're not going to hit them back. But you got to be careful with it. If they not hitting you, you can't hit them. That's just how it is. Sports is life. It's my daughter's. If my daughter, my logic is if I send 100 shots, you can duck them all clip full, hot peppers, jalapeno, heard y'all. Oh, but your daughter, you ain't ducking them, huh? I would say Lamont Roberts said that sounds just like my older sister. Yeah, man, and they show that, and you see how they are. And then they ain't like my older sister change. She ain't change. She be just as willing to do it, but she ain't gonna do it with me because she knows that's a no-go. So she won't do it. But she switched up her mode and became just as manipulative. She became manipulative. You know, became manipulative and hurtful, right? She changed from trying to do it physically to trying to do it in other ways. You know, she didn't change. The same person to today until I just cut her off. I was like, nope, I'm just not going to deal with you at all. Don't come near my house. Don't come near me. Don't talk to my wife. Don't talk to my kids. How about that? Because I don't want anything to do with you. You know, you got to remove yourself from. It's like when somebody is violent towards you, and you got to just remove yourself, even if it's manipulation, because that's mental violence. You know, what do you call it? Gaslighting and stuff like that. Women will gaslight. That's what they can't beat you. They'll gaslight. Sometimes they'll go around to people all around you and spread little rumors about you so that anybody you talk to heard something foul about you, and that will frustrate you, and you can confront them about that, and then all of a sudden you can be just off your, you know. So when you deal with somebody like that, then you just got to disrespect. You just got to, disassociate yourself from them completely. My real talk, my sister was 2 years older than me, beat chicks and men in her day. Yeah, that's how my sister was too. The judo. Had a pretty high rank, a belt in judo. Choke the shit out you. Almighty Law 703. How sometimes you have to grab them by the arms and just shake their hands real quick. Keep your hands to yourself and remove yourself from the situation. Yeah, but something like that. And it gets, hey man, use flat palms or something. This shows a bruise on them. You're done. Melvin Wright said, any kind of abuse is still abuse, no doubt. Yeah, the mental shit is bad. It's just as bad. The mental stuff can be worse. Because the pain doesn't go away. Somebody hits you, the pain goes away. You know? You have somebody that's in there just, tearing at your reputation and causing you all kind of drama in your life. That shit doesn't go away as quickly. Psychic wounds don't heal like easy. Stewie Hugh, what's good, man? Said peace to you, brother Fanon. Peace to you as well, man. Gene Do, Robert Easter versus Garcia versus Easter, who wins? I got Garcia in a unanimous decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if it turned the other way. Oh, Ryan Clark, that's crazy. Prince O'Meal Hawking from Zamoon, the wife with a good headlock game helps solve the family money lending problem. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, my cousin was like that. Beat me up when I was a youngster till I got older, picked her up and dumped her in the garbage, and she cried and got in trouble. I learned early. Yeah, that's it. That's how I am with my sister. She's trying to do something, and I didn't realize at the time that puberty had kicked in. But I caught her arm, and I was like, and I thought she was struggling. I thought she just relaxed her arm. But after a couple seconds, I was like, no, she's really trying to move this. She just can't do it. Okay, just turn her around, wrapped her up, sat her in a sink. Sat her down nicely in the sink, too. Just dropped her in the sink. Said, leave me alone. It was a wrap. Never happened again. D. Hodges, verbal abuse is bad too. Women know how to, hurt feelings. Yeah. And cats tend to be real sensitive too. Just some sensitive dudes out there, man. Can't take, especially in you can see it with little kids, man. These little kids that want to fight because you stepped on their shoe. Serious, man. There's a little kid who said, funny, Fanon. I'm telling you, that's one of the happiest moments of my life, dog, because it stopped. It stopped. And after that, I was like, man, because I'd been in so many fights in my life, I never want to be in another fight, man. I never want to be in another fight. I'm in hundreds of fights. I don't ever want to be in another fight again. I used to, because I grew up in an all white neighborhood out in the out in the suburbs of Chicago, like sheet metal working, lower middle class Italians. And so it was a fight every day, man. It was only black kids. So you fighting every day they fight for fun. I'm fighting to get to school. So it's just like every day for, I'm sure there were not Christmas Day, probably not, or when it was snowing outside real bad, but several times a week from maybe I was 4 years old to 14, like 4 years old to 14. It was just constant. So I just never want to do it again, man. I never allowed a female to push me over the abyss. Yeah. Nope. You just got a point. You got to be like, I'm out. Robert Garcia versus Corrales Part 2. I need to watch Robert Garcia versus Corrales. I got to see that, man. I think that's the second time you said that, Prince O'Meal Hawking from Zamunda. I got to watch that again. I don't recall that fight very well. Shit crazy over here. Yeah. Charlo better watch this. His personality gonna work against him. That tough guy shit will have him on hiatus. Yeah. Oh man, much love in the super chat. Melvin Wright said, loving this commentary, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for supporting, man. He said, I've been through anger management classes from my interaction with other dudes. Yeah. I mean, I think we could probably all use that. My wife does that. It's like, how does your engine run? There's this program for kids, little kids that, because she's a therapist and she has to deal with people with like kids with like disabilities. But in working in the school she worked in, there's just a lot of kids. It's like they fight fast, man. Like they fight fast. Like you touch their shoe, it's a fight. If you say something and you bump them at all, it's a fight. There's no idea. There's no, oh, you bumped into me on accident. Excuse me. It's like, no, you did that on purpose, man. You did that on purpose. I know you did that on purpose. We got to go. I'm going to F you up. Yeah, your mom is like quick. And these be like there's like 6 and 7 year old kids like going off like that, man. So like the whole crew needs to learn how to deal with that. What can't remember what her name was called, like post-traumatic slave disorder or whatever. When you're raised by people that are traumatized, you're raised in a traumatizing environment, and you will take on the personality, the characteristics of the people that have been traumatized. So that's why it's like real tough on people, man. It's like you gotta, at some point in time, we got to figure out how to get a little less violent with each other. I said, Gregory Wise said, I failed anger management 4 times when I was in the Army and passed on my 5th bite at the apple. That's what's up. Hey, at least you got it, man. Garcia is crazy calling out Spence. He will regret if they fight. Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it. And honestly, I'm not interested, man. I'm much more interested in unification, man. I'm much more interested in unification than I am in that. Fanon, AJ out here looking suspect in the UK, acting tough in the States. Yeah, man. Are you in the UK? Oh, man, dude, that dude with that dance video was crazy, man. That's not a good look, man. That's not a good look. Dancing in a skirt with little booties and t-shirt. Dog, put a shirt on, man. Dog, you look so soft, dog. With BFTB, what's going to best fight the best boxing? My man was good. I said, Harold Tatum, if you Easter, you should come in this fight with a big chip on your shoulder. Mikey ain't taking him serious. Oh, yeah, he will be. And he's going to be amped for the fight, man. I'm telling you, man, this man, he's just had 2 really awkward fights. So, hey, man, he's due for a good one. He's due for a good one. AJ hanging with Oscar, man. I've never seen. Well, yeah, I have. I saw a picture of him in fishnets. So yeah, I can't say that. AJ trying to get a spot on girl collection, man. That was crazy. Like, do you not? I was looking at it like, I don't want to cast judgment on this. Like, maybe there's something. Oh, where can you find the video at? I heard this on Boxing Ego's Instagram. That's what somebody sent somebody yesterday. I don't know where it is because I stayed away from that, man. I wasn't going to do that. Like, I haven't done a video yet on this. I actually did a video last night on Jermel Charlo, but I was like, either I'm gonna redo it. I'm either gonna redo it or I'm not gonna do it at all, man. I think there'll be a lot of press out there on him. Fanon, do you think Mikey's call out of Errol is kind of a tactic for ducking Lomachenko? I thought if he doesn't call out for Lomachenko and try to actively make the fight, I don't see. It's funny. That's kind of a complicated thing, man. It's complicated because I think he has a better chance of beating Lomachenko than Errol Spence, but he's got more to lose in losing to Lomachenko than Errol Spence. If he wins, he gets more credit for beating Errol Spence than he gets beating Lomachenko. But if he loses to Lomachenko, just like that, Lomachenko, it's more harm to his career to lose to a smaller guy than it is to lose to a much bigger guy. So I think that he would rather lose to Errol Spence if that's what he does. But if he doesn't even call for the fight, that's when I'm going to think it's funny. So it's a little bit complicated for me. Oh, yeah, Fanon Jr. Truth did a nice video on AJ Dancing Classic. Oh, yeah, he said he was going to do that. Yeah, check that out, man, on Junior the Truth's channel. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Oh, Jody Colognes, he got no shot at beating Errol. It's boxing, man. So, everybody got a shot. You got to get in there and, see what happens. He's going to have the fighting the way he usually fights, probably not. But, he said, I'm going for a Hail Mary. Robert Easter wins by stoppage. Yeah, dog, you cock back and try to throw that shit to the end zone. The King, Fanon, they say AJ was spotted in a gay club while he was in the States. Really? Who's they? From the look of that video, dog, seriously, man, from the looks of that video, I would say yeah. And I'm not trying to clown him when I say that. I'm really not trying to clown him. From the look of that video, I would say yeah. That's what he looked like in that video. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful of him. It's like, if like the guy Lennon, what's the guy, the CNN anchor? Dude, the way he behaves, he seems like he's one of those guys. And the way that Anthony Joshua was behaving in that video, he looked like he was. Just for real. It didn't look like it. I'm not trying to make fun of him, dog. I'm just saying, what's going on, Cowex Lopez? AJ was at a club called The Grinder. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't walk up into that without, that being the case. More than likely, especially with that. So, yeah, probably. If he was in that club like that and that video, then yeah. Yeah, Don Lemon. It's Don Lemon. Yeah, Don Lemon. I'm not trying to make fun of the dude. I'm just like, yeah, that dude, that he is. That's what he is. Without a doubt, he is. Kyle X Lopez said, I met girl who AJ picked up at a bar. Okay. Well, there you go. Kind of. I don't know, but I'm just saying off that video. Yeah, I know that he is. I was going with somebody that. Oh, I just made that shit up, making shit up. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, because I don't know, dog. Yeah. I'm just saying, if that video right there, that's what he looked like. But, maybe it's just he's British. Maybe they're okay with tight pants that look like a skirt. Maybe it's a kilt. I don't know. But I wouldn't make, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to make a video about that. Oh, I would. No, I wouldn't. But I'll laugh at somebody else. I'll laugh at somebody else's. For sure. I just thinking, man, yeah, lemon is. But I'm saying that's just the kind of demeanor the dude has to me. But he could just be, it could be just that he's British. I don't know what like tough guy sounds like in Britain. I've never heard somebody somebody from Britain that sounded like a tough guy, you know. Rob Sportsman Lee, go to a Junior the Truth channel. Junior the Truth. He was in here. AJ clearly has a fragile persona who is scared to death of losing instead of displaying the confidence of a champ who wants to fight all comers and be the best. That's why he's ducking Wilder. Oh, St. Cruz said Fury's not that way, just crazy. Gay, nah, I don't think so. But hey, man, you know, there's gonna be some dudes. Hey, no worries, man. There's gonna be some dudes. Wills. y'all going full in clowning on AJ, man. I wanted to see. I just wish AJ would have taken a fight, man. I'd be nervous about what would be happening right now, man. But the dude wouldn't be getting this type of abuse, you know. Yes, Rob Sportsman Lee need to see IR2. That is. But yeah, you can check that out on Junior the Truth channel. He's a good producer. He has good production on his videos. That's Sir Cryptimus Prime. Are you Charles Martin now? That's what Charles Martin's saying. He said, grab me in the clinch. Ref, what was I supposed to do? Shit, hit him. That's the one spot you can hit him back, dog. I think AJ and her messed up. I don't know. Is there a U.S. broadcaster for Dillian White fight? Not that I know of. D-Dap. It's called The Stream. There's a U.S. broadcaster for every fight. Streaming. Yeah, I don't think BFT boxing. I don't think that Fury is. That's that crazy boy. That's their humor. All right. That's his humor. I have seen dudes do that have that type of humor. And he would do something like that. And not like men. Just real, just real crazy on that. The King said he was spotted in the clubs after the NBA Finals for 9. Hey, I don't know. Was he? Emil Griffin 2.0. Hey, man, if he was, he was. If he was, he was, man. Look, he can still fight. So, Fanon, should Wilder wait for AJ or just fight Fury? Wilder should do whatever. I think Wilder should do whatever Wilder wants to do. He got himself to 40-0 with 39 knockouts. I wish that brother the best. I hope he makes the best decisions for himself. And there's no shame in whoever he fought because he tried to unify and the guy ducked him. So at this point in time, and there is no convincing the people that have issue with him otherwise. You can't be reasonable with the people that are supporting Anthony Joshua, at least on YouTube, because it's so far gone for them that it really doesn't matter what he does. He just fought Luis Ortiz, so he took on the toughest competition in all of boxing, if you ask me. Shiny Icon said AJ ain't no Lennox Lewis for sure. Nah, he's not. Kissing a man in the mouth isn't funny to me, though. Isn't fun. I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's funny. I'm just saying I grew up with some cats like that, man. Them dudes, you be like, they'll like grab each other's sacks and stuff like that, like just being joking. And I'm like, dude, you do that shit to me, I'm gonna knock your teeth out. You think that shit's funny. That shit's not funny. I don't know what it is about them dudes, but I don't believe those dudes like dudes. I just believe that they doing some shit that they think is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, ha, 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 let's do something stupid. That's what my take on it is. They touch me, though, we're going to be fighting, dude. Don't play with me like that. But hey, man, that's all I can say, dude. I was sitting there like, are you crazy? Yeah, they'll do that in a heartbeat, dude. Them cats will do that in a minute. Like, hey, get the fuck up out of here, man. That's like sports people slapping each other on the butt. They just take it a step further, man. What can I say? When I was in the military with them, they do like grabbing on men and acting feminine, and they think that's funny. Yeah, Eric Stinson. Yeah, they think that's funny. Like, that's just their humor. And like, nah, dude. You said that shit is gay, is universal code. Yeah, you think so. It's not funny. Have to out them. Nah, it's not funny. I don't find it funny. I'm like, that's not funny. That's not funny. They don't seem fun. Stupid would get your wig split. Yep. Booty glue. Kid, what's going on, man? How you feeling, kid? LV Live. Put on when I was on a football team or football teams playing around and grabbing each other's stuff and slapping each other's butt and licking each other just playing crazy. Yeah, they do that. You just got to be around a lot of them, dog. Said I spent years in the army and I can't relate. No, I don't get me wrong, man. I ain't relating to it. I'm just saying I've observed it. I've observed it. Hold on one second. Oh yeah. Hey man. Everybody please say congratulations to my daughter. Just got her driver's license, which means she can drive herself to her practices and where she's got to go. Got it on her first attempt. Yes, big moment in the house. Big moment in the house. We might have to take my baby girl to breakfast or something. Yeah, St. Cruising. No doubt about it. On that, Fury's he's bipolar. Hey, thanks, Little Improvers. Yeah. Alex, you got a bunch of congrats going in the chat. Oh, come here. Come here. I am on topic. Come here. He says it's only funny on the stream. Yeah, dog. Hey, dog, it's not. Oh, it's not. Hey, say hello.
Hi.
Say like 10 words, Alex. You said you want to get on before.
Oh yeah, I don't know what to say.
Just whatever, don't matter. Go
ahead.
All right. Yeah, my daughter wanted to get on the stream one day. She's like, put me on the stream. I want to talk. I want to tell these dudes what I know. So yeah, I want to jump on. They said, Brian, that said grass alley.
I was just in the mood.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Nino Brown boxing. Man, Nino Brown, we are so overdue. We are so overdue, Nino. Okay. The King said, they said hi. He said, congrats, congrats, Alex. You had a bunch of congrats. Drive safe, little girl. Yes. Hey, my daughter talks some smack. She said, I ain't little. Yeah. You just got a license, baby. Congratulations. Congrats, Alex. We're proud of you too. Hi. Yeah, I ain't got to drive her to practice today. I'm happy. Get her in the GOAT. Oh, yeah, I want to put her in. We'll talk about it sometime, man. We might do like a tennis live stream together one time, man. Watch the next big one because she knows her tennis real well. Touchdown. Yep. Fanon's daughter. Yep. Had to knock out a couple people because of that. Oh, trying to grab on you? Hey, dude, them cats tripping. Thank you, World Combat Sports. Fanon, I'm in Maui next week. I'll have plenty of time. Let's do it. Dude, we are so Nino Brown, dog. We are so overdue. I know I'm repeating myself. We are so overdue on our 154-pound fight, dude. You were up on Jared Hurd. I want to know what you think about this Jared Hurd. Definitely what you think about Jermel Charlo. What you think about Jaime Munguia. By the way, did you see Jaime Munguia did them good numbers? I didn't even do a video on that, man. Oh, no. Serena did a tweet about PEDs in tennis? No. What? Really? You know there are. You know there are. Of course, man, they got juice to the gills over there, man. As a black man, I watched the movie Jackass. They did stuff to each other that, to me, dudes would never do. But that's their kind of humor, grabbing, slapping, and my dude. Yeah, they're not just not going to do that, man. They're not going to do that. I got a whole theory behind that, though, dude. You know what I mean? That's almost like we run everything. We don't care. We do what we want to do. Like that type of feeling. But, it is what it is. Yeah, Jaime Munguia hit 7. Yeah, it was over 800,000 which is good numbers for Showtime relatively now, and for his first time. That showed that there was a lot of interest for him. The only problem is the dude's not very good, man. Just that's the problem with that. Oh, he said they hurt each other's jaw, dude. Nah, dude. Is Nadal still number one? No, I don't think so. I think maybe Djokovic is after this, but I don't know. I'd have to look. I'm just guessing at who's ranked number one for men. Charlo stops Munguia. Fun fight is Munguia versus Hurd. Yeah, I think Hurd stops him too, though. He said, when I'm 50, I'm definitely hopping on that TRT. What's TRT? Let me check, make sure these cats are on the stream. We did like very little boxing in the stream today. Sean the Icon saying, congratulations to you, baby girl, getting your license. Kids are growing so fast. My daughter's 11 and already asking me to drive. Yeah, man. Fast. I think so. At least they're keeping the sports clean, stay positive, but I'm ready. Oh, this is what they said. I think so. At least I'll be keeping the sport clean. But I'm ready to do whatever it takes to clean the sport to bring it on. So bring it on. I'm excited. Yeah, they need to. Oh, testosterone replacement therapy. Oh, for real? The juice. Yeah, man. I ain't trying to lose my. I don't know about the juice, dog. But hey, man. Hey, the tennis players feel they have to take peds to keep up with Serena and Venus. Yeah, but they got to do it to keep up with each other. I mean, it's come on, man, dude. Seriously, I'm just for people that don't think that's like boxing. This is a boxing thing, so come on, man. Just with the open eyes, look at Alexander Usyk. Just look at him. Just watch him fight and watch his movement. That's not possible, man. What he's doing when people start doing things that aren't possible, highly improbable, dog, knowing that there's people out there that are doing this stuff. And it's like everybody wants to think the people that are doing it are like mystery people that nobody's ever heard of. It's like, do anybody think that anybody with a world championship is juicing? You know? Oh, any news on Bellew and Usyk? I mean, you know, there was some news, some talking back and forth going on. I think Bellew, I didn't read it. But you know, Bellew said something about what weight it needs to be and where it needs to be. Like somebody, like I was Tony Bellew, some dude that's calling. How's he get to call shots? Tony Bellew? Who is Tony? Tony Bellew got 2 good pay-per-view shows fighting David Haye. What is now all of a sudden David Bellew some superstar? And by the way, obviously it don't take too much to sell out the O2 Arena in UK because Dillian White and Joseph Parker did. 2 B-level heavyweights sold out the O2 Arena. These cats just want to watch boxing. So people like, I don't know. Somebody said, I don't know if Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder would sell out the O2. Come on, man. Dillian White and Joseph Parker did. Bellew's getting thrashed and he knows it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot something went. Oh yeah, Usyk's like a robot. Man, dog, seriously, man. It's so over the top, it's ridiculous. Oh, Boxing Clinic and more says C-level. Yeah, two C-level fighters sell out the O2 Arena. And they're on pay-per-view too. All that means is that the UK fans are getting suckered. That's all that means. That's not an indictment on American boxing. That's an indictment on UK boxing. Because Tony Bellew and that's what is Tony Bellew versus not Tony Bellew, excuse me. Dillian White versus Joseph Parker is a less competitive fight, in my opinion, a lower level fight, in my opinion, than Luis Ortiz versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That's about, those fights are not even what and what, because Ortiz is a better fighter than both Joseph Parker and Dillian White. And then you put Jermel Charlo, Big Baby Miller in there. That's a better fight. Do you think that's going to sell out Texas? You think that's going to sell out Cowboy Stadium in the U.S. or going to be pay-per-view in the United States? No, they're screwing those guys. I'm trying to tell you, that's crazy that they're putting those things on pay-per-view. Dillian White, and you got to pay money to see Dillian White and Joseph Parker for no championship anywhere in sight for either one of them. One dude coming off of a loss, both of them C-level, B-level fighters. And you put that on pay-per-view. That's crap. Devin Edwards says, I think Serena's on that stuff too. P.S. I hated to admit it in some ways. Dog, I don't know. But I'll tell you, I can't say whether she is or she's not, but she's been doing that same thing for a very, very, very long time. She's been doing it for 20 years, man. 20 years. And she's not known for incredible endurance. She's got a big weapon. But I wouldn't doubt that anybody in the individual person's doing that. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, said Dillian White's a C level. Yeah, and they sold that. They sold out the O2. So what does that tell you about UK boxing and the heavyweights? That they're gonna pay to see anybody. They're gonna pay to see anybody. I'm not paid. Come on, man. Kyle X Lopez, so only hardcore fans getting a white Parker on pay-per-view. Yeah. Dude, pay-per-view. That's a shame, dude. Nah, dude, don't do Serena like that. She's more than the Wilder of tennis, Holmes. Wilder's not on that level yet. No. Wilder's not on the level of that. Not on that level. Not in the sport of boxing yet. Not what Serena Williams is in boxing. Serena Williams might be the Ray Robinson of tennis. She's the best. She might be the best that ever did it. Oh, Venus is legit now. Yeah, my daughter says she is. Yes, Venus Williams is legit now. She's still top 10 in the world. Oh, okay. Hold on. Come on, babe. Hurry up. So for now, do you think Wilder will take on Fury? Yeah, if the fight's right. They ain't neither one of those guys scared of anybody. Go ahead.
I think it's ridiculous that people set out Serena Williams as being the rival of Maria Sharapova, even though she's barely beat her 5 times. And Serena has won way more titles and way more majors than Sharapova.
Do you think she's the best athlete in all the sports?
Yes.
That's my girl.
I mean, it's just dumb to think otherwise. If you look at the track record and you look at how she moves, it's nothing like compared to everybody else. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean that she can't be a better athlete than some of the dudes that are playing the other sports, like Usain Bolt. He's a fast runner, but can he move laterally for 2 hours in 120 heat? Do you know that for sure? He's only done sprints.
Exactly. That's what baby want to get off her chest, and I agree with her 100%. Serena, I think, might be one of the greatest athletes. Yes, Serena Williams is the greatest of all time. There should be no argument about it. No doubt about it, man. Oh, do I have her over Federer? For a woman, yeah, she's got a better career than Federer, easy. No, she can't beat. She's not going to beat Federer, but nah, she ain't beating Federer.
I'm not saying it would be easy or it's definitely.
Yeah.
You can never have definite answers with tennis unless.
Okay, you way away from the mic. I can't debate with you over here. But hold on, let me finish this. I only got a half hour, man.
You can't say definitely who would win and who would lose in tennis. There's so many other factors that have to do with it, with how they're feeling that day. The heat, how they deal with heat, wind, how they deal with wind. There's so many other factors. You can't say who's going to win just based off how good you think they are, because you don't know. They're both pros. They've both been playing forever. They're both extremely skilled. You never know. Unless one person is a novice or one person is a 16-year-old who's been playing for 5 years, even though she's good for her age, she's not going to beat Serena Williams. You know that for sure, but you don't know if Serena Williams can beat Roger Federer on a certain day.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, thanks, babe. She just said people are just dumb, like you saying for now. Yeah, she'll call you a dummy in a heartbeat. Oh, what about Sloane Stephens? Sloane Stephens is a good player. She's not a Serena Williams, but she's one of the best players in the world. The woman is a man. Nah, man, Corey, she ain't no. That is not no. No, she's not. I don't know what kind of women you looking at. I don't know what type of women you looking at, but that ain't look like no one. That don't look like no dude to me. Dr. Blick, soccer players don't count, man. Soccer players are some of the best athletes in the world. Gee, this girl good for 9. You're gonna be out of a job. Yeah, Alice can roll. I'm not a fan of Wilder or AJ, but the fact is AJ is scared of Wilder. Wow, that man got white fan TV. Oh, shout out. That's funny. But Serena is definitely on the Rolando Messi iconic level. Yeah, it's tough for me to say about sports because about soccer or football because I don't know about it. But as far as tennis goes, oh man, dude, she's the best ever. Seriously, she's the best. She's the best. She's the most accomplished tennis player ever. It's not. I mean, more so than Federer, and definitely, and more so than Federer. Between the Olympic gold medals, the doubles championships, the singles championships, the major championships, but and also Venus is like that too. Venus has got a lot of them, though she has fewer majors, she's got a lot of regular ones too. Oh, Tony Banger says Serena can have all my children. He said, I reckon Serena could fight too. I wouldn't doubt she's strong. I don't know if she can throw no hands though. The thing with fighting for women is most women can beat other women if they just know how to throw a straight punch. That's seriously, man. That's like obviously not boxers and wrestlers or whatever, but just knowing how to throw a straight punch. Kid Cersei, what was your sport growing up? Track. I was a jumper. Long jump, triple jump, high jump. And then I ran sprints in the relays. I was pretty fast, but not fast enough to be, I jumped better than I ran. For now, what's good regards to Serena? How much of greatness is God-given talent versus hard work? It's both. Both. A lot of it is God-given talent, but I think that there's black girls all over the country that got that much talent. It's hard work, and it's also, beautiful circumstance. She had great competition when she was young. I think the biggest factor in it is desire and the fact that she had an older sister that was a world-class athlete with her. And she grew up playing one of the best players in history. She slept in the same room as Venus. So, you can't, you can't, doubt that, man. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Wilder Fury is the biggest fight in the heavyweight division. I mean, it is now because shoot, it's something we can get. Anon Ford said, let me make sure. Let me check this time, man. Okay. Fanon, when did these? Oh, who does Rigo fight? I don't know, man. Ain't no money in female boxing. No, I think there's more in women's MMA. For now, when the hell did these UK fans start getting delusion that they are taking over boxing? They don't even have a single fighter in the top 10 pound for pound. Look, what's funny? Everybody keeps getting that delusion. Like everybody keeps doing that. Like somebody said that Eastern Europeans are taking over boxing and the UK's taking over boxing. I mean, don't you got to take over Mexico before you take us over? That's just my thing. Shouldn't you pass up Mexico? I mean, before you start talking about the US boxing, why don't you talk about Mexican boxing? Because I don't think they're on the level of Mexican boxing yet. I have to count the world champions, but I'm pretty sure, even with all these divided belts, Americans keep 11, 12 belts. They keep 11, 12 belts. And that's with all these extra belts. There would be fewer belts for them if there were fewer fewer sanctioning bodies. You know what I mean? It's just get rid of all those sanctioning bodies. UK would lose half their champions, more than half their champions. 140, because I can go down the division. More than likely, an American would be the champion in heavyweight, because the longest reigning champion is Deontay Wilder. At cruiserweight, that would be Ukrainian. At light heavyweight, that might be somebody from Russia, but really but Andre Ward just retired, so that was Andre Ward. 168 pounds, that's either that's going to be David Benavidez. We got David Benavidez, and you have, who's the other 168 pounder? You got Caleb Plant. None of those are UK though. 154, all Americans. 147, all Americans. 140, Terrence Crawford was 140, so that would be Americans. 135, that's a Ukrainian. 130, that's an American. It just, come on. Said, Will said, where are all the super chats? Hey, man, they come and go. I appreciate you asking. They come and go. It's all good. We talking boxing, man. No pressure on anybody. Need to have a UFC, but I appreciate you putting in that plug, though, Will. My dude. Yeah, what's good, Mike G? Gilberto Ramirez or Benavidez? Benavidez. Gilberto Ramirez looked like garbage last time. And David is beating everybody at 168. Uskadagi would be a tough fight for him. I think Uskadagi is tough. Sucker makes sucker move. We need a UFC style in boxing with no sanctioning bodies and one champ. Yeah. I believe that 100%. I believe that 100%. Get rid of the sanctioning bodies are such a big problem, man. They not only keep fights from happening. Not just the heavyweight fights, but just the ones below heavyweight. If all these boxers didn't fight for one sanctioning body or another, you could have a lot of these guys, man, fighting one another on the way up just to get ranked. Some of these champions need to be contenders. You know, they just need to be contenders. One champion and the other sanctioning bodies can be contenders. But one, like the WBC champion, should be the champion. The WBA be the number one contender. The WBC, the WBO be the number two. Then IBF or the number two be, you know what I mean? Hey, man, much love in the super chat. Best Fight, the Best Boxing. By the way, definitely check out Best Fight, the Best Boxing, man. He puts out regular content almost on the daily. I see his stuff coming out, man. He's a very, very knowledgeable about boxing, man. Give my man a look. The Best Fight, the Best Boxing, BFTB Boxing. So you could have a tournament to determine who's fight the one champ. Yeah, that's true. But I'm just thinking about it, like, what is a way that you could have these sanctioning bodies still earn money off sanctioning fees? Because they're not going to go anywhere if they're not earning money off sanctioning fees. So, you know, I said, got a super chat. And yeah, BFT Boxing. My man, I just shot him out. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. And there's been a few others today. It's all love, man. You guys support the cause, man. So it's all good, man. Mexico has a champion at 140. Mexico is not. Mikey Garcia is an American champion. Mikey Garcia is not a Mexican champion. Mikey Garcia is an American champion. Sal Canelo Alvarez is a Mexican champion, but Mikey Garcia is an American champion. Leo Santa Cruz is an American champion at 126. He's American. You're an American citizen, you're an American. You know? Yeah, he's both, but he's an American champion. So, yeah, he can be both, but he is an American champion. He's definitely Mexican. I'm not saying he ain't. But no, Ramirez is born in Mexico, though. He lives in California, but he's born in Mexico. See, I wouldn't take cats that live in the United States to train as being from here. You know what I mean? Yeah, he can be both. He is, but yeah, he's Mexican. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can give credit to Mexico, a Mexican fighter for Mikey Garcia too, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm just saying, when they talk about they're taking over American boxing, they forget, dude. Oh, said for 9, you have to identify a potential beneficiary in Austin. Why? Why, man? Ain't nobody doing me. I'm staying at home, homie. Man, I do feel funny, though, out there with no black people. God, there ain't no black people out there that I saw. Other than some people my wife told me about when she drove by a homeless shelter. What's up, my mentor for 9? Do it, bro. What's going on, KQKC Boxing, man? Ramirez was born in Avio. Oh, was he? Oh, then he's American. If he's American, man. Lawrence RB, much love in the super chat. Let's say Deontay Wilder and Fury does crazy numbers. Does it box AJ into a corner in regards to Jermell? Where do you stand? Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate the man of super chat. Okay. If they do crazy number, he's already boxed in. But yeah, it makes it worse. It makes it a lot worse on him. I think he takes over the show with a win over Tyson Fury. I think he takes over the show. All that, but it's not going to stop Eddie Hearn from lying. And it's not going to stop the people that support Eddie Hearn from believing his lies. Oh, great. Oh, it was simply an entry. Okay, that's what's up, Gregory White. Um, yeah, it boxes them into a corner, but not to AJ fans. They're totally lost. They're just gonna believe anything that he says. And what my belief on Jermel Charlo is that you got to let that thing go. It's got to play out. You know, there's a possibility that he did it because he got accused of it, right? So obviously there's a possibility that he did it just because he got accused, and there's also a possibility that he was using self-defense. I didn't need to know what his defense is, and let it play out. If I was able to sit on a jury and listen to it, then I could tell you what I think about it. But right now, I don't think any people need to jump to conclusions with it, specifically because it's so easy to do so with him being a very aggressive guy. Right, but just because you're an aggressive guy, that doesn't mean that you're going to beat on a woman. And he's not even accused. It's not like he's accused of punching her. Right, there's something around. What she says might be he choked her. Might be him saying no, I restrained her. She was trying to hit me. She was throwing stuff at me, and the only way I could get control of her, she's in my house. Only way I could get control of her was to hold her down, and that's what I did. And I got witnesses to say it. But I couldn't let her. I mean, my livelihood was on the line, and she was throwing pots and pans at me. If she hits me, I got a fight coming up. I can't allow her to hurt me. I got the right to self-defense, So that's what I'm saying. You just got to let that. You just got to let that play out. Harold Tatum said AJ fans are just unreasonable. It's crazy. Yeah, they're going to believe anything, man. Oh, Tony Bernal said he shook her. Yeah, that could be the case. You just gotta. That's what I believe. BFTV boxing, man. My man said if Wilder, much love in the super chat, said if Wilder beats Fury, then he's the lineal and the ring king, and AJ versus Wilder is 100% and a 50-50 first split. I believe that, man. But I always got to put this out here already. Best fight the best. I already believe Wilder's the lineal champion. But by beating Fury, for me, he means that he owns all those belts Anthony Joshua has. That's what I think the biggest thing about it is, because those belts aren't Anthony Joshua's because he didn't beat Tyson Fury. So really, yeah, Deontay Wilder would have a claim of being the only heavyweight champion if he beats Tyson Fury. And if Tyson Fury were to beat Deontay Wilder, he would claim to be the only heavyweight champion. He's the lineal champion. He's the only champion. He, in truth, would be the unified heavyweight. In reality, either one of those guys would be the unified, undisputed lineal heavyweight champion of the world if that fight goes off. It's a big fight. Historically speaking, and what it stands for, the accomplishments of both of those fighters, you can't get a bigger fight in boxing. It's a bigger fight in that respect than them fighting Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua doesn't have any belts. He's holding the belts, but those are Tyson Fury's belts. Will, my man, much love in the super chat, man. Much love in the super chat. Oh, had to do it, man. I appreciate you, man. And you stood up for the channel, man. I appreciate you shaking the can for me, man. White Fight Fan TV. No man should hit a woman. She probably told him, why you ducking Laura? Oh, yeah. Robert Rome said, "Lo, that's why I just let my opinion be just that. Keep my money in my pockets." Yeah. I'm not sure where that was responsible. Blacks in ATX Austin on the east side, but it's about to be gentrified. Oh, Jay Good, thanks for letting me know, man. I didn't know that. My wife's job is I work remotely. My wife's job is on the south side of the city. Man, it takes a long time to get places, man. You said the east side is about to get gentrified. But good to know, man. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that, man. A 9-4. Yeah, no man should hit women, but some here have been some aggressive, sick chicks. Yeah, they are. No doubt about it. There are some out there. No doubt about it. I've forgiven them now, though. Okay. I hear you. I was mad, though. I'm not Are you talking about me, Robert Rowland? Oh, you must have lost money on Rigondeaux. Oh, you're over Rigondeaux. Okay. Yeah, I didn't bet on Rigondeaux. I didn't think Rigondeaux was going to win, man, but I'm not. Dude, he was getting. The thing with Rigondeaux is he's getting blackballed, man. You got to stand up for a dude that's getting blackballed. He still got put in the situation where he had to take that fight, right? And the same people, by the way, if Mikey Garcia gets, some of the same people, if Mikey Garcia gets beat up by Errol Spence, are going to give him credit for being a warrior. But, they ain't going to point out the fact that Guillermo Rigondeaux got blackballed into a fight that he had very little chance to win. They just wouldn't let him fight anybody else. James Souza, Joshua protectors would make up excuses if Wilder beat Fury already know what these delusional little girls would say. Yeah, man, you know that, man. That's without a doubt. Hey, y'all, I'm about to go check. I think Black Fight Fan TV and these guys are coming on at 9. I don't see them on quite yet. But look, I'm about to roll, man. This has been a really good live stream. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to say again, man, I do not condone any violence, period. If somebody, gets on you, you can defend yourself, but you take it any further than that, then that becomes problems. You know what I mean? And I don't have any issue with Anthony Joshua and whether or not, he wants to do what he wants to do. He can do what he wants to do, dog. But I'm just saying that picture was really funny, dude. They say great stream today, man. LV Live said great stream today. For now, I appreciate it, man. It's a lot of fun, man. We talked about some things other than boxing, so it was fun, man. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of the next time that we have a video, have a live stream, which I'm trying to do in the morning. Definitely for the next couple months, it's going to be at this time frame. It might change when 78 Sports TV comes back. I don't know what his new time frame is going to be on, but I'm a big believer in deference, so we'll work around that. But we're definitely going to try to make sure we do live streams in the morning and try to do them on a daily basis, 7 days a week. And Joe, Tony Benal, I'm going to kill your name, man. Benales, forgive me for not, I know I didn't pronounce that right. Enjoyed your stream, man. Thank you. I enjoyed you guys coming. And when you guys tell me you enjoyed my stream, thank you, Patrick Penishot. I enjoy your questions just as much as you enjoy the stream, if not more. But definitely, again, man, thanks to everybody that subscribed today. Thank you, everybody that donated in the super chat, people that listen, watch the videos. I got a couple videos coming out later today. Underrated Darkness, man. Appreciate you saying that. And as always, man, don't check out the underrated Darkness, man. He making me feel bad about them pinto beans. Had me hungry. Oh no, yeah, very cool stream. Relaxing, listening to it. That's what's up, man. Well, all right, y'all, man. With that, I'm out.